Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Today we're doing Iyun Eiruvin, Periches, Mishnayos Aleph and Beis. I want to talk about Mishnah Beis today. Also, Mishnah Beis talks about how much the Shir Eiruvin. I'm sorry for the background noise. This annoying person that decided to cut the grass right outside the shul over here. So I close all the windows, but you can hear it in the background. But of course, my voice is much sweeter than any mower of lawns. So, and probably louder also. So, because I'm sitting closer to the camera. So, the shear of an Erev Tchumen is Mazon Shtei Sudos, the amount of food or beverage that you would consume for 2 meals. Right? Why 2 meals? Because you're supposed to have 2 meals on Shabbos, and you want to be Kona Shvisa over here. You want to establish a new residence over here. That's what you're doing by Erev Tchumen. You're saying, I'm not residing in my city. I'm residing 2,000 amos from my city. That's where you put the food there, and that's your kvias over there. That's where you're established your position on Shabbos. Now, according to Iyun Meir, it's subjective. Mazon Shtei Sudas. How much you normally eat during the week, according to Meir. Rabbi Yehuda, how much you normally eat during 2 meals on Shabbos, and they both thought that their shita was the most makel. Rabbi Yehuda thought you eat less on Shabbos for 2 meals because you have Shalosh Shidduchos also, and Rabbi Meir holds you eat less during the week because on Shabbos you have a Neshama Yisera. So, but that's the first two opinions. It's subjective. And the last two opinions, Yochanan Broken and Rabbi Shimon, say no, it's either 6 kibetzim, Mazon Shtei Sudos, or 5 plus kibetzim, according to Rabbi Shimon. So, Yochanan Broken says 6 kibetzim, and Rabbi Shimon, the Mazon Shtei Sudos, is 5 plus kibetzim, which is objective. It applies to anybody. So what's the machlokas hinging on? We possibly Yochanan Broken, one of the opinions that said it's objective. The answer is that unlike Eiruvin Chatzeros, where the idea is, right, you have to join, even though it's a much smaller share of Chatzer, it's only Grogeris over there, right? Grogeris, 18 Grogros makes, I think, Mazon Shtei Sudos. But the point is that a Grogeris is enough over there because there it's like everyone's joining together in their Chatzer to have a meal together. So if you come by and you join the meal and you have a Grogeris, so you join the meal, right? Over here, the concept of Eiruvin Tchumen is not about feeling comfortable, right? To join a meal. Allah is being comfortable. Here, it's objectively you're being Kona Shvisa. You're establishing a new residence for yourself, right? And when it comes to establishing a new residence, obviously it depends on how much food you have. You're not going to stay in a place unless you have the food. But it doesn't matter, even if you're a person who eats a lot of food, right? And you only have 6 kibetzim, or 5 plus kibetzim, according to Shimon, which is not a lot, right? For you, because you eat a lot. Nonetheless, right? It's al yidei adchak is good enough because the main point by Erev Tchumen is not that you're eating, feeling comfortable eating. Because if it was about feeling comfortable, maybe like Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yehuda hold, so you'd have to have the amount that you normally consume for Shtei Sudos. If you feel comfortable, you don't want to, establish residence in a place you don't feel comfortable. But according to Rabbi Shimon and Yochanan Broka, we hold like Rabbi Yochanan Broka that 6 kibetzim is a share for anyone, whether you eat a little or you eat a lot. Even if someone who eats a lot, it doesn't make a difference because your main point is you're establishing Eiruvin Tchumen. We only say what we said in Mishnah Aleph. It's only for Dvar Mitzvah. You want to go. Your purpose of establishing residence over there is not so that you should stay there and feel comfortable. Like every Chatzeres, you want to feel comfortable. If there's just a Yachid, you want to, it's one Rishus. We all own this Rishus, this Chatzer together, and we want to feel comfortable eating a meal together. It's not about eating the meal together. It's about having enough to survive, basically, or to normally reside there. And even if I eat a lot, right, I can survive on Mazon Shtei Sudas for a regular person. It's not that much less than I normally would eat. So it's not about, the food is not there. It's not, like we said before, the Eiruvin Tchumen is more about Makom Lina and not Makom Achila. Even though it's dependent on your Makom Achila, you have to have what to eat, right? It doesn't have to be bread. Eiruvin Tchumen doesn't have to be bread. It's not about filling you up. It's about having even snacks around. Mazon Shtei Sudos, as long as you don't have enough to survive for 2 meals, then it's considered your Makom Shvisa, a place where I'm resting over there. We're not going to rest in a place where there's nothing to eat. But if you have enough to eat to survive on it, like a lot of people go on vacation, like me, for example, I go on vacation, I want a nice place to eat. If I want to go to Europe somewhere, I want to make sure I go to a kosher hotel where I can eat the food. I don't like to go, I'm not one of these people that go, my father, when he was younger, he always talks about this trip he went to Europe with us. He wanted to go tour Europe with his friend. He had no money. So, they barely, he worked at some hotel and got some money on Pesach or something like that. But yeah, barely had any money. So he kept on eating tuna fish for like 6 weeks straight. I'm disgusted. I'm like, no way. That's not a vacation for me. But some people, when you want to do something else, he wanted to go on vacation over here, and here the point of Eretz Chumash only for Dvar Mitzvah. You want to do a mitzvah, you don't go based on Mishnah or based on Avel. You want to go there, so it's not so important. The food is not so important. You have to have enough. You have to have tuna fish. You have something that you can survive on, but it's not important the food, and therefore it's objective, right? As long as for a regular person it's good enough. So either whether you eat a little or you even eat a lot, doesn't make a difference. You'll still be able to survive on that amount of food. That's what's called a shvisa, right? Enough to survive on, because again, your makom lina, it's just you're establishing a place where you're residing. It's not about the food; it's about where you're staying or where you're visiting. I hope you enjoyed today's share. See you on the next one.